We'll clean it up. We'll probably trim it up a little bit. But anyway, y'all, so I got to clean that all up, and I'm running a hot wire from the HEI distributor. I'm running straight to the ignition switch on the ignition side of the post there on the ignition switch, and that'll straighten all that up. And we're going to take in, we're going to use our original wiper switch for our electric wiper conversion. I want to keep that, so we want to keep the original look on the inside of the car and the outside of the car, but under the hood, I'm not as picky about. But anyway, so that's where we're at here. I've been working on this thing, like I said, almost all day just about. And trying to make some improvements on here and get this thing straightened up, because I want to be able to take to a car show here soon. And the biggest issue I got right now is going to be the power steering. And we got that, if you look it up, this car's got a cylinder underneath, and it's quote-unquote power assist. So I got to figure out what exactly I'm going to do about that. We're going to get rid of it, I know that. But I'm hoping if I can just swap out the drag length, and if all the tie rods, I got to do some research, are the same, then that would be awesome. And we'll just, we'll just have manual brakes and manual steering for now. I mean, it sucks, don't get me wrong. But at least that way we can drive the car, and I ain't got that fear going down the road and, that power assist. It's leaking like crazy and it locking up, or, just something dumb that's going to cause an accident. You got to be safe about these old cars. You don't want to play around with this stuff. You got to, be safe with it. It already has a lot of play in the steering. That's kind of why I don't drive this car that much, because this car needs a total restoration, really. I mean, if I ever had the money, I would love to do a frame-off restoration on this car, and that's what it's going to get eventually. This will be the only car that will ever get a frame-off restoration, and that's because it's a special car. And I'm not saying it's special just because of what the car is, but it's special in a different way. And this will be the only car that I will do a frame-off restoration on in the future. But everything else, the trucks like that, the Biscayne, my C10, all that, I'll never do it. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to do right now, and get this thing a little more straightened out, kind of upgrade a few things. And we're going to eventually buy a new fuse panel for this car. We're going to get rid of all them glass fuses and upgrade it to just modern blade type fuses. And I'm going to take in, probably going to see if I can upgrade the tail lights and the headlights. So I want to do that too, get brighter headlights, and kind of bring this thing, I guess you would say, up to Y2K, But we want to keep, like I said, I want the exterior of the car and the interior car to have the original appearance. We don't want to disturb any of that. But under the hood, we're going to keep the motor and the transmission. I'll never change that. But I want to upgrade things like going to alternator and electronic ignition, and I wouldn't be against going to fuel injection on this 360 here. But I definitely want to put, I want a 4-wheel power disc brakes. I want the true power steering by Borg Wardston. And then I'd like to actually upgrade to air conditioning on this car too, eventually. So I want this car, being an Edsel, I want it to be loaded. But anyway, I think that's everything I wanted to put on this video here. But that's what I've been doing. I'm trying to straighten this thing out here and get a little bit more better, So anyway, we got rid of this old fuel pump here. I'm going to keep it. Like I said, everything that comes off this car I keep. I'm not going to get rid of it. We're just going to put it on a shelf, and we always have it. If I do ever change my mind, I can put this car back 100% original. But I don't plan on that ever. Even if I do a full frame-off restoration, we're still going to keep it. I'm the type of person, I'm like a custom. I like custom cars, and I like resto mods, and I like rat rods too. I'm definitely not the type of person that likes a 100%, top point car that's got to be, perfect. I've seen people, you know, be so picky, and there's nothing wrong with it, that they'll actually buy, you know, NOS oil from back in the day and put in the motor just to be, you know, truly original, which is crazy. But you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm nowhere near like it. I like custom work, and I like resto mods. I like to take an old car like this and just update it, you know, keep the original appearance on the exterior and the interior, but just update it. But as far as updating this car, you know, we want to keep the original motor and the original transmission, because I do not want overdrive or anything like that. Not in this car. I don't really like overdrive, honestly. I used to be for it all the time. Now, I'm not saying I'm against it either, but I've always kind of favored the 1-to-1 ratio. I kind of like the firmness of it. It's hard to explain, but I like the 1-to-1 ratio, just the firmness of the way the car drives. Honestly, I really don't like overdrive, and really, you don't really need it. Honestly, you really don't. It just boils down to how much you're going to drive the car, honestly. But, that's just how I feel about it, my personal opinion. But anyway, so we're going to end this video here, and kind of getting a little long here. And I hope y'all enjoy the videos, and we'll have more to come. And y'all take care. And I figured I'd show y'all some updates on this Edsel here, and hopefully that'll help some people with that fuel pump there. So if you got a fuel pump, you know, that's what you need. Use this part number right here. That will save you a lot of time and effort. And it's affordable, and you ain't got to spend a pile of money, and it eliminates a lot of stuff at the same time. Now, I am going to run a fuel filter on this. I'm going to actually run 2 of them, one after the tank, once I actually finally install the tank, and then we'll run another one. We're going to go in this line here and cut it and flare 2 ends, and we'll put an inline fuel filter. I just haven't done that yet, but you do definitely want to put a fuel filter on it. But anyway, that's where we're at, and thank you for watching.